contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the IWC High Stakes Championship.
All right, Ellsworth, the most unlikely championship match in IWC history. Well, James Ellsworth has christened himself intergender champion of the world. That title is not on the line here tonight, Ellsworth. But the IWC High Stakes Championship is, with roots that date back to the beginning of IWC 17 years ago. Some very memorable, wild, and unpredictable matches occurred in our early years, but nobody could have expected anything like this. Well, we'll talk more about Marshall's path of destruction. Here we go.
Feel the building starting to shake.
Well, chest flexor's no Tony Gurria, but it works. A man called Gillberg is back in the Courttime Sports Center as a defending champion. That face is a defending champion.
And to quote Gillberg,
made more sense than most of what Ellsworth said. Dwayne Gill was the lovable loser of WWE throughout the 90s, losing hundreds and hundreds of matches. He was himself. He was an executioner. He was a by God Ninja Turtle at one point. But Gillberg could never really find that traction until he became light heavyweight champion and christened himself Gillberg shortly thereafter. But in his career, he's, what, probably like 10 of 1,000 for win-loss record?
yeah, that sounds to be about the right ratio, but the wins have been where they counted. IWC Light Heavyweight, IWC High Stakes title, the WWE Light Heavyweight title.
Absolutely, and James Ellsworth really picked up where Gillberg left off over the past couple of years in many of his matches, although he did beat former two-time Super Indy champion AJ Styles 3 times while he was champion. WWE champion, that is.
And it looks like Gillberg just gave Ginger the intergender title, which seems off, being that it's not at stake, nor has he won yet.
Ginger's eligible, though.
True, she is a gender.
How much do you think Ellsworth had to pay Marshall the Bull for his services for Marshall to hang out with that annoying guy?
I'm saying he's probably looking at a good 4 figures.
Yeah. Way past $8.
Oh, yeah.
And there you see the High Stakes Championship. The champion could set the stipulation. I have not heard of Gillberg naming any specific stipulation for this matchup, though. Have you?
It might be a dance-off based upon what's happening at the moment.
That is possible. I think Gillberg may just want Jamesworth man-on-man, one-on-one to see who finally is the best of the journeymen.
Mano-a-mano, catch-as-catch can.
All we're missing is Steve Lombardi and George South.
Can't say we're missing them.
Oh, they're not here. What's his favorite Gillberg match?
Probably this one. So far.
Not the one last month where he won the title?
No, clearly this one.
That was not a favorite.
That was a fluke.
Not a favorite of Bolton Aston, I can tell you that.
Precisely why I can't say it's my favorite. What?
A little bit of mind games.
Is that what it was?
What would you call it?
Harassment?
All right. We'll stick up that debate later.
didn't even buy him dinner, as far as I know.
Can you believe Gillberg's been on the scene in professional wrestling as Gillberg for nearly 20 years? And
Can you believe that Gillberg is towering over James Ellsworth?
Oh my God, Gillberg has the size advantage.
He has a chip! He has a chip! He has a chip!
I mean, they are right.
Oh my God, what happened in my life? This is a surreal moment.
He also has knees, as James Ellsworth pointed out.
Well, we got the anatomy lesson out of the way. Let's do some wrestling. Jayworth, Gillberg's title win over Bulk Nasty a month ago went viral. Nearly a 250,000 views on the IWC YouTube channel and counting.
And I need you to understand that has made Bulk Nasty 250,000 times angrier than he already was.
And you know what? Bulk's not just angry at the world like he usually is. He's especially angry at Jimmy Vegas, because Vegas was obviously very instrumental in that conclusion.
I can't deny that. I think he wants to take all that anger out on Vegas. Ideally all at once, and ideally with his bare hands or possibly a chair.
Well, we got a tag team matchup collision coming up a little later tonight. We'll talk more about that issue. Gillberg's having fun out here.
Is that what fun looks like?
That's what fun looks like when you're Gillberg.
I'll take your word.
Pushing Ellsworth away. So Gillberg won his first championship when he beat Christian for the WWF Light Heavyweight title. Ellsworth beat AJ Styles numerous times before. Both are former IWC main eventers.
It's the circle of life, Jim.
Only fitting here at the 17th anniversary.
Hakuna Matata.
Don't start singing or getting emotional. Gillberg mocking Ellsworth.
Oh,
And Ellsworth not able to get out of the blocks here.
he took that one right on the space where the chin normally would be.
There you go. Nice clothesline by Gillberg. And Ellsworth is reaching for Marshall the Bull, but... Well, wait, look at Gillberg. He's primed for the spear.
Oh,
Ellsworth out of the way.
you see, that's the kind of forethought that makes Ellsworth the kind of guy that can beat AJ Styles 3 times.
Time to pay some dues now.
And a wicked chop to the chest. Another.
They may not be Braun Strowman level strikes, but they're doing their damage.
He might have lost him there because of the lack of chin. Looked like he was going for a snapmare.
He's going for a chin lock, but he can't find any chin to grab onto.
I mean,
he can't get his grip.
Make your disadvantage an advantage.
I guess. But something Ellsworth. Oh God! Open hand shot right to the throat. Looked like.
Yeah, it turns out Gillberg has a throat.
Yes, thank you. I don't think there are any other missing body parts we need to cover as Ellsworth risking disqualification.
There might be a toe gone somewhere. I'm not sure.
Maybe an extra one somewhere.
Yeah, good point. You know polydactylism is a dominant trait?
I did not know that, no.
Now you know. Dun, 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 dun.
Ellsworth getting to the face of the official, getting to the face of these fans. You don't like anybody.
Oh!
That might be a cease and desist. Ellsworth is pretty proud of himself right now, wouldn't you say?
And to be fair, I don't know that I would be so bold against CJ Sensation. He returned to the ring last month, and frankly, it looked like he hadn't lost a step.
Wasn't his idea. He was a component of the reset button. But yeah, he looked good. And Ellsworth, though, thinks he's looking good, but he doesn't realize what's behind him. For the second time, Gillberg mounts the spear position.
Well, look out!
Got him that time!
That's it!
Gillberg the spear! Gillberg the cover! No, Ellsworth grabbing the rope.
Ellsworth gets to the rope and then gets himself out of dodge.
And Ellsworth is looking for some assistance from Marshall the Bull. Don, wait a second.
And that's it.
Well, again, this is not a no count-out matchup. Gillberg did not set a specific stipulation I know of. Is Ellsworth just going to take a count out and walk? High stakes title is on the line.
Yeah, I mean, that seems to be what's going on. Although the STDs have something to say about it.
He just bumped into an imaginary roadblock named Billy Ruxpin. Ellsworth is surrounded by STDs. Fletcher has pushed Marshall aside. Are you serious?
I don't know that that's the smartest thing to do.
Ellsworth's trying to get the stepping.
And that breaks the count.
Marshall and Fletcher having heated words. And the STD's getting kicked out.
I feel the need to point out he's only thrown out 3 of them. I believe Ginger is allowed to stay.
Well, Ginger can't stay out here with Marshall out here. Ellsworth went to the eyes of Gillberg.
Turns out Gillberg does have eyes.
Thank you. STDs don't want to get Gillberg disqualified. They have no choice but to leave. And Ellsworth, he's tuning up the band, Jayworth. It's time for no chin music.
No chin music.
Yes. You got it. Oh, got him. Went to the sternum.
Prime placement for that.
Gillberg does have a sternum.
He does.
Oh, and Ellsworth not happy with it. Just one shot. He's going to go for twice as many lack of chins. Second time.
The 2 times 0 is still 0.
You ain't kidding. Oh! Right to the jaw.
That's it.
Ellsworth's going to get him here. Ellsworth just won the high stakes title. Truly anything can happen here in IWC, and thanks to the STDs being kicked out, thanks to no chin music and a little extra higher protection, Ellsworth technically is a double champion, IWC High Stakes and his World Intergender Championship.
It's not easy carrying 2 titles at once, Joe. But apparently James Ellsworth is the man to handle that burden.
I think the titles might weigh more than Ellsworth's arms.
Don't worry, he goes to the gym.